Hello, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question asks if I can offer a critique of this video that was released by Trisha Paytas. Essentially, I think about this in two ways: signal-to-noise ratio and accuracy. So with signal-to-noise, if you're talking on a cell phone, what somebody says, their words would be the signal, and the static would be the noise. You want to hear the signal, you want to hear the message, and the more static there is, the harder it becomes to hear that message. This video by Trisha has a lot of noise. So I'm accustomed to educational content, and Trisha Paytas does not qualify. Trisha is popular on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure what she does. She said she'll never talk about this again. I was hoping she would kind of follow through with that. That would be a commitment that she would stick to. At one point in that video, she said nobody knows what's in her head. Seems like a fair statement given the circumstances. I'm accustomed to addressing fairly technical mental health topics and offering critiques of opinions or positions that have some elements that are correct. As I offer a critique of this video, it would actually be easier to talk about what was correct as opposed to what was unclear or incorrect. When she said she didn't want to scare people, I thought to myself, too late, right? That's just popped in my head. It's impressionistic, like talking about something without any detail. Just talking in a seemingly random and disorganized way. Really, she lost me for the whole rest of the video. I thought she was done with that topic for a while. Also, I had to kind of build my cognitive reasoning skills back up after watching her first video. It reminds me of a mini-series I watched a while back on Chernobyl, I think it was on HBO, and how the people that were going in to clean up that radioactive disaster, that meltdown, they had to limit their exposure to the radiation, right? Just like an hour at a time, whatever. That's how I feel about Trisha Paytas videos. I go in there, I watch them, and I come out of the experience just not feeling as sharp. That happens each time I watch one. I don't think this is very useful. I guess it has some entertainment value. She makes a reference to the X-Men movies, which I thought was interesting. She could be telling the truth. I'm not saying she's not telling the truth. But you really can't have schizophrenia and bipolar at the same time. She mentions that 2 of her alters have all but died. And I was wondering, did they die of embarrassment for making that video? Seems like a realistic explanation, but I think I was just cranky from having to watch so much of that content. So if you can get past the noise, is the signal actually giving you useful information? In this video, published by Trisha Paytas, I don't see where there's a lot of accuracy.
She declared that one thing she knows about is mental health. That really stood out.